Sounds good. All right. Hey, what's up, 745ers? Sky in the ceiling. How you feeling, Katie?
I'm feeling wealthy.
Wealthy. Ooh,
That's the theme of the
very nice.
podcast? Question mark.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is a topic that we've actually never talked about. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think
Like
so
we
either.
tend to go over topics with new thoughts, but this was one we really have not spoken about. I would say it's a taboo subject for some.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we've never talked about it because, I mean, I don't know. We're not like professionals.
Masters.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
In fact, let me put it out right there. Don't take advice. Take it with a
Yeah.
grain of salt. I'm honestly using things that I just heard my parents say or my financial advisor say or Zach's dad say or TikTok say. So really, this is all hearsay.
Yes.
Nothing is original here,
Yes. It's like
but it's
the
a collection of
common.
thoughts.
Yes. I like that. It's
Our
a
whole
collection.
podcast is a collection of thoughts.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
Yeah. Not facts.
Well, I mean,
Some of
sometimes.
it's facts. Like when we did that sleep episode, that was facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about it, guys. So today we're talking about finances. Teenagers and finances. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Teenagers and finances. Because you know what? Important life skill is not only relationships and etc. It's money skills. How
Oh,
do you
yeah.
set yourself up for success?
Yeah, I feel like I've always I've been like curious about finances and like setting up bank accounts and stuff, but
Yeah.
I've never learned the process. I just figured like, oh yeah, when like I have a kid, I'm just gonna start his bank account then and then slowly put
Yeah.
money in it. But it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but how?
Yeah. So let me tell you. When I was in third grade, we had a substitute teacher who forgot about our math class and instead taught us about compound interest. You don't know what that
Ooh.
is. It's basically okay, so things can grow at an exponential level. You add let's say you start with $100. You can add 3% every year. So $100, 103, 106, 109, and you just add $3 every time. Compound interest is that if I had $100 and I do 10%, I do $100, the next year I get 110, but I don't just add $10, I add 10% of 110.
Mhm.
So I add $11, so I'm at 121. And the number will increasingly get so big. And she showed us this graph with a crazy interest rate, by the way, which would never exist. But it went from $100 to $10 billion. And I was like, my God, that needs to be me right now. Get me that right now. Obviously, that's never gonna happen,
You never
but
know.
you never know. And what's important to know is that you can start at any age that you start working, depends on what you define as work. You can start a retirement account at any age you want. It's a little interesting though because you can't access that account till you're 55 and a half. And if you access it beforehand, you're just gonna get taxed 50%.
Mm.
But interest rates are good there. Compound interest is good there. You can buy stocks through your retirement account. It's called a Roth IRA, and that can make you a lot of money. So right now, 55 and a half-year-old me is doing great. Is 16-year-old me doing great? I don't know, but
Debatable.
you wanna plan for the future. And teenagers can open credit cards now, debit cards. They could have always opened debit cards, but now many companies are doing credit cards for teenagers. What is important there is that you build healthy credit, a good
Yes.
credit score. That's what gets you cheaper loans, better interest rates for when you buy a house, when you buy a car, when you have to get loans for college, etc. People want to see that you're reliable. That's what my dad always said to me is that people want to see that they want to give you their money.
Yeah,
Would
that's
you give
very.
your money to somebody who's never paid back anyone in your life? No. Yeah. And my dad would always tell me, when you have a friend and you pay for them, they'll pay you back. So, Natalia will pay me back. We don't really do that, but, she'll pay me back if I really
Yeah.
wanted to. So, it'll happen. But, someone else might not pay me back. So, that's what your credit card shows is how good you are at being responsible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
No,
that's really
I
important.
that this also goes for like trying to gain investors too. Not
Yeah.
investing. They wanna see if they can just trust you with your money. And
Yeah.
so, I
Your
learned
trust
about this
score.
in entrepreneurship. So that was our whole, like, pitch premise is, "Can you trust me with your money?"
Yeah. And that's scary
It
because
is
money
scary.
be important.
Yeah. And
What are you
people
paying for?
people really care about where their money goes.
Yeah. So you gotta be careful. When it comes to a retirement account, highly recommend starting one when you're as young as possible because it gives you enough time to do the compound interesting part. I started it when I was in third grade, but a lot of parents start their kids off when they're 0. Technically, you're not really supposed to do this though because you're supposed to have a job and that money's supposed to be from a job.
Mm,
But when you read like the fine print, your parents are lawyers, so they kind of did. It's very vague what a job is. So you start that as
yeah,
early as you want. But when it comes to saving, I mean, there's a very famous 50-30-20 rule.
yeah,
You save 50% or you spend 50%.
yeah,
I
you
forget what it was.
spend like, I think you spend 50%, you
Save
save
30% and
30,
you
and you
invest
invest
20%.
20, yeah,
Yeah, something like that. You split it up however you want to do it. But what's important to remember is you gotta invest, save, and spend.
yeah,
And you would technically want to spend as little as possible.
yeah,
Though that okay, especially when you're a teenager, that and if you're a teenager who has parents who are more willing to take care of many things, this is your time to save. Take advantage of that.
yeah.
Yeah. To just
I
blow all the money.
Yeah, because also a lot of us are getting jobs right now, and so
Yeah.
this is our, like, first time having, like, money to
Money, money,
spend,
money. Yeah.
and so it's a good idea to start, like, at least saving some of it now. I was thinking
Yeah.
about saving it for going on a trip or, like, a little backtrack back backpacking trip with my friends. But also something that I feel like that's kinda, like, more taken over our generation. I mean, it's always been a thing, but, like, getting rich quick has always
Yeah.
been, like, a thing, and now there's, like, day trading and
Yeah.
all sorts of that stuff, and I just think that, like, it's I feel like it's gonna take time. Like, I don't know, I don't think
Yeah.
like, you can try day trading, like, I know people have, like there's, like, classes on it and, like, there's, like, ways to do it, but I think
Yeah.
it's, like, very difficult. I think that
Yeah.
you just you don't know, you give it some time, like
There's no free lunch. Okay, so if it was
exactly.
that easy, everyone would be doing it, right? So you just
Yeah,
have to remember that like if it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. So it is difficult. But when you're younger, you can be a little more risky. Especially when you're younger like us,
yeah,
because you don't have children or family to take care of or property you need to figure out. We have low expenses and more money to spend. So you could be riskier and do those things. It's just really hard. You very rarely hear of very successful day traders who are like
yeah.
all up in that. Yeah.
Also, I feel like I don't know, I feel like it allows you certain freedoms if you're, like, away from day trading and, like, the computer. Like, you can if you take money and just, like, start saving it within 10 years' time of doing something, I don't know, that you're actually interested in, you'll
Yeah.
have saved a good amount, and so you won't need to uh,
Absolutely.
yeah, you won't need to
Yeah. And more on that note, like things take time. And like
yeah,
I think our country or like or just like our society in general, like the need to be doing things immediately, immediate gratification. The one thing when I was in third grade and like my mom was talking to her financial advisor about like my potential or Roth IRA, is he kept saying to me like, you can't open this for 55 years, basically. Like
yeah,
you need to have delayed gratification and patience to a crazy amount because you can see the number and it's big and it's very tempting to just be like, Joe, I should have just put that somewhere else, right? Because I want that money now. Delayed gratification. Because if you wait, it'll grow to be so much more. You just have to wait, which is the hard part. And prior to this episode, I asked the financial advisor, like, what are some things you would tell teenagers right now? There's some generic things that, like, I don't feel like we need to talk about, but there was a few things that he, were listed. First of all, he goes, bank over piggy bank. He said,
mm,
too many teenagers are putting money in piggy banks. No interest happens in a piggy
yeah,
bank. Put it in a bank. You can totally you can make any bank account under your
mm,
parents when you're a teenager. He's like, maybe you can't do an investment account, but you can do a regular savings account and stop saving your money in piggy banks. Second, many people start a small business. It's very popular. It's pretty successful for the most part, so long as you're making more money than you're spending on the business. But he said it's a great way to practice your businessy skills and learn how to use your money. Third,
yeah,
budget. Even if you don't have like utilities to pay for, a down payment to pay for, car insurance, whatever, just budget things like saving, and he's like, write it down, put it on a Google sheet, put it in your notes, something to keep track so you practice it for the future. Because what's important when you're teenagers is building habits for when you're an adult
Mm.
type
Yeah,
thing.
that's those are I like all 3 of those. Those are really good. My dad, he's a financial advisor as well. He says the most powerful element is time. And so, like compounding interest as well, it's like it takes time, and time is its most powerful
Yeah, time is
thing.
money.
Exactly, because as time goes on, you're exponentially getting more money. So,
Yeah.
also if you withdraw, like let's say back to Katie's example, like 10% interest and it's like compounding, right? So like, I don't know, let's say the first month you get like, you get 110, you get $10. So that's $110. And the second month you get, I don't know, that means
121.
you'd be at 122, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 122, and then you'd be at 144. And so, but the thing is, if you then withdraw money for the next month, like let's say you draw $10, that means you're only getting $13 in interest as opposed to 14.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, it's smaller scale, but if you like amp it up, it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Because add a few more zeros and you'll know
Yeah.
there's a difference. Yeah. So I think that's really important to like understand the concept that like you could be making money doing nothing. Like banks will help you make money doing nothing. It just
Yes.
sits there and you could make money.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Go get,
important. Talk to
yeah.
your parents about Roth IRAs, investment accounts, whatever. And they can also do it for you and just if they're trustworthy, give you the money when you're 18. So yeah, you could do that too. That's kind of all the notes I had from like when I was thinking about this. But we live in a country where you can start off small and get big quick. It might
Yeah.
not be like quick like in tomorrow, but like quick like 10, 15 years and you don't have to wait a whole generation. So
Yeah.
even without generational wealth, you could make it.
And also, like, there's no need to be the richest person on the planet.
Yeah, what are you gonna
The
do with $10 billion?
Exactly. Once you hit a certain point, like, you're kinda
Yeah,
set,
yeah,
unless you're trying
yeah.
to, like, go intergalactic or something.
Yeah, then you might need a little bit more than just like a few billions. Yeah. But you totally got it. It's important to not get stressed out over this. When I was in like 4th grade, I would freak out over any time I lost money in the stock market. I would like actually like have a crash out. Like I would crash out because I was so scared. But then you have to realize like you're young, so like it's not even that big a deal, and like you can make it back. And investments go up and down all the time, but eventually, when you span out 10 years, it'll hopefully be like that instead of like
Yeah.
that. Daily, it changes a lot, and you just have to be okay with that. It actually teaches you a lot about just like rolling with the waves and like being okay being in an uncomfortable position, which I was not a fan of when I was in 3rd grade.
Well, yeah, I
I
mean,
hated being uncomfortable.
no one can predict the stock market,
Yeah.
like,
Day
indefinitely.
trade insider trading is not allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was always my biggest fear that I would like hear an insider like trading secrets somehow in like 4th grade and then like apply it to my life. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, actually, that happened to Haley Welch, I'm pretty sure. She's, like,
Really?
she got sought out for insider trading with her whole currency, her Bitcoin or whatever, but she didn't know. She had no idea.
It's kind of funny.
Felt bad. I don't know. I'm not, like, I'm, like, pretty sure, and then she had to, like, flee the country.
Uh, yeah, well, hopefully that doesn't happen to you guys.
Yeah.
Crossing our fingers. But yeah, keep your money up, stay up. You got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.